Hey, welcome to my journey into another Prep Once, Eat Twice. Today I only have one recipe for you. It is Crockpot sweet garlic chicken. I just split the recipe in half. We cooked one and we put one in the freezer. So it's ready to go. I'm hoping to get some more for you next week. Next week's the last week before surgery. So I'm so excited with all the food that I have in my freezer so far. I'm not going to guarantee that I have any more because I do have a lot of food in there. But I know some of you expressed an interest to see what I have, to see my freezer. So we'll do that video sometime next week. So that's all I know to say about it. That's all I know to say about this recipe. I'm glad you've been enjoying this series. I have. And I'll tell you what, these meals in the freezer are going to come in so handy. So handy. And who knows? This is something I may continue to do one a week, you know, or just if I'm making something quick, cutting it in half and just going ahead and freezing the other half for later instead of trying to leave a bunch of leftovers in the refrigerator that may or may not get eaten. So anyway, I've enjoyed it. Glad you have. Hope you have. And let's turn around and get started cooking. For our sweet garlic chicken, the first thing we need to do is do the chicken. Now, the whole recipe is for 2 pounds. I made the mistake and got confused between this recipe and another one. This recipe is just supposed to be chicken breast, not cut up into pieces. But I started cutting them up before I read the recipe. It'll be just fine. It'll just make it cook a little quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 pound in my crock pot. And the other pound, I have my bag written out with the, you can see, the directions. So I'm going to put that chicken in here. Okay, now we will go over and put the sauce together. All right, the sauce is pretty simple. We have 2/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. To that, we're going to add 1/4 cup of ginger ale. I just used regular, I didn't use diet. 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And I'm using real brown sugar, not substitute. So we'll just let that sit there and start to dissolve while we work on everything else. Couple teaspoons of garlic. If I can get 2 teaspoons out. Well, that's a whole lot more than 2 teaspoons. But you know what? We're going to work with it. This is called garlic chicken, right? Well, it says a teaspoon of ginger, but it didn't say ground or fresh. But it didn't specify fresh. But I have this, and so I thought, let's use it. So I'm just going to use a little squeeze of fresh ginger. Otherwise, do a teaspoon of dried. And then we need 2 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. About to get that backwards. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Oh, that's kind of dried up. Two tablespoons of barbecue seasoning, and that's all it says. So 2 tablespoons. This is what I have: smoky mesquite seasoning. That sounds like barbecue seasoning to me. So that's what I'm going to use. 2 tablespoons, and then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And we will just stir this mainly until the brown sugar is dissolved. So I'm going to work on this a little bit and then I'll be back. Okay, this made almost a cup and a half. So I'm going to do scant 3/4 cup. In my bag. Ooh. And then we will come over here, put the rest on that. We might have got more garlic in this one just because it's settled. But I'm going to cover this. It says for the regular size breast, cook 6 hours, but I'll be checking this before then because I got a feeling these little cubes are not going to take that long. But we're going to put it on low, cover it up, and let it start cooking. I have checked, and the chicken is done. 5 hours, maybe. So, I on low. I'm going to crank it on high for this. I have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of water. And we're going to let this go another 10 or 15 minutes to see if it'll thicken up. It smells really good. So I'm hoping it's going to be. So I'll come back and let you know if it thickened up or not. Okay, we're going to serve this up. You can see it did thicken up a little bit. I'll show you when we put it on here. Get a little bit of rice. Then I have some broccoli, just microwave broccoli. No biggie. And then we will put a little bit of our chicken with some of the juice. And I will give this a taste, so hold on. Boy, this is very flavorful and very good. It almost tastes like it has like red pepper flakes in it, which the recipe did call for, and y'all saw that I left that out. I don't know if it was too much ginger, too much garlic, too much vinegar, too much soy sauce. I don't know what it is, but all of it together gives you a little bit of bite on your tongue, but not so bad that I can't eat it. And I'm very wimpy when it comes to heat in food. So it's very good, very, very flavorful. So there we have it, our Crockpot sweet garlic chicken. And the other one you saw is already in my freezer. So that will do it for me today. I only have one video for you, one recipe. And I'm going to try to do maybe 1 or 2 more next week. We'll see. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.